Hey beautiful people, welcome back to Weatherpath Farm. Here we're located in northern Canada where we do homesteading, gardening, and everything in between. So 2 weeks ago, Nem and I said our I do's right here on the farm, and we prepped this farm to the max for our wedding. We did so many changes, and we're so excited to kind of share them with you. I'm gonna show you some of the changes we made, and then talk about some changes that are currently happening, as well as show you guys, of course, some photos from the day. So I'm just standing where I usually am standing, right in the small horse barn, and now this is our new view. So if you've been watching since the winter, we had carports here, we had fencing all up here, and not to mention the barn and chicken coop was white and blue. Well, we made it a top priority to paint these barns. They got sanded and some new plywood laid down, and then they were coated multiple times with the paint. And I'll just give you a nice view here. This is one of our new car shelter, carport storage areas. This is gonna house some of our hay for the winter. This is the chicken coop. We put on a small run for now that was on the other chicken coop, and we will add on to the run as we can. But yeah, they still got their net area, and like more than half of the chickens are out roaming, so they roam like all through here and everything. But yeah, this is like the bestest view from my kitchen window right there, is these two barns. Our tractor's been here because we've been moving hay around. But yeah, it all looks really good. Still gotta move our archway because we got married right here, which was really nice. There's a beautiful scenery. It obviously looked nicer than what it is now, but we had hay set up and it was beautiful. Hi, honey bun. Hey, sweetheart. Those flies are nasty. And Amora's growing nice and big. Honey's been doing really good in all her lessons. Hey, sweetheart? Yes. Yes. Being a good girl. The flies are nasty though, right? You look so pretty. Pretty girl. So yeah, we couldn't decide where we were going to actually have the ceremony. We knew that we were going to like eat over by the garden, and the reception was going to be over by our fire pit, but we didn't really know, like, do we really want to get married in the garden? And then when we finally painted these barns, which we had bought the paint way back, like I think it was like March or April, and we had decided, okay, we're painting these barns before the wedding. When you actually saw it all go on, we were like, oh man, we got to do the ceremony right here because it would be perfect. Hi, chickies. Nala, leave Bones alone. Nala, come on. Come. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. So all the chickens are doing good. We have one too many roosters that need to be taken out now. They need to find new homes or go to freezer camp. But yeah. For the day of, though, we locked all the chickens in there because they tend to roam around the whole property. And I didn't want people having to have chickens at their feet. We also built this brand new fire pit, which is awesome. It's a beautiful fire pit with our beautiful stools and log seating. And it's really pretty because it like overlooks the river there, so it's a nice view. Zeus is being a good boy, huh? Good boy, buddy. He's still on a tie usually if I'm not watching him really closely, if I can't watch him. Otherwise he'll be off leash with the other girls, but it's more so for his own safety that he's on this tie because the roadway is just there. So he's still a puppy, and puppies make mistakes, and if this puppy makes a mistake and goes on the road just by accident and it's my fault that I wasn't watching him, I'm gonna regret that. So if I'm out here making grain or have my back turned and I'm busy doing stuff like filming for you guys, I put him on the tie so I don't have to worry about it. We had all the tents set up here for the caterer and also for eating. It's beautiful. We got nice backdrop of our garden, all the pretty sunflowers, as you can see, and then this is where everyone sat, was right here. My big thick row of flowers and sunflowers and zinnias. It still is very pretty. The in-ground garden's looking good. Yeah, so we cleaned that up before the wedding as well. And I let the horses out on this grass that was in here. And I'm gonna have to take them back off of it because, as you can see, they've eaten it quite down to nothing. So I'm gonna take them off of it, let it regrow before the snow hits. But yeah. Hi, Mora. Hi, pretty girl. She's grown a ton. Really gotten thick. She's a lot bigger than Honey now, for sure. So this is where Boris is for the next couple weeks. Hey, Boris. Hi, buddy. Yes, hello. He is gonna go down there once his fence is electrified. Because Boris is a very frisky pig. Very playful, huh? Yes. Yeah, you're playful. So, he's gonna go down there, get used to the other female pig that's down there. They'll kind of like see each other, but they won't have access to each other because he is a boar. So he'll have a friend, and then that way he's not just up here. But it's been great having him up here for a short period of time, getting him used to everything. And yeah, so he'll be great down there. I'm sure you can hear the goats. They do have access to their outside pasture area in the back. They are inside probably because it's sunny and hot. And that's where their food is too. So Nem and I have decided, since me being pregnant, I am now 6 months pregnant at the time of filming this video. We've decided that like dairy animals are a little bit too much for us right now, due to some specific health reasons and also like time commitments and everything. It's just a bit too much. So we are going to list them for sale. I think I mentioned in one of my other videos that I was going to sell one of them, and Coco has already left. So he is in his new home. Sorry, pregnant. Had a breath easy. So he's in his new home and he is super duper happy. These girls are so sweet. Ever since I've become pregnant, it's not too hard to keep them close. Especially not Miss Luna, right? Yeah. I'm just making up feed. This is my feed cart for everyone. These are the buckets for the pigs, goats, horses. And these girls are just waiting for me. But yeah, I think a lot of things are changing. It's been like I've been really quiet on YouTube because I mean I was getting this place ready for getting married, and I am pregnant, so that's a whole thing in itself. But yeah, just juggling a lot of people pretty much. But our wedding day was fantastic. It really couldn't have turned out any better than what it did. We had beautiful weather. It was like 22 degrees or something like that with a breeze, and so it was nice. It wasn't too hot or too cold. The evening got a little chilly, but not like you were shivering sort of deal. We had a fire. The ceremony was absolute. So let me start with the ceremony was absolutely perfect. We decided to keep it super sweet. And of course, me being super hormonal and also marrying my best friend in the whole world, let's just say it was very emotional. We kept everything super like about us. Didn't really want like all the speeches and special dances. Nem and I did share one dance, but yeah, we didn't want anything about we wanted it to be very simple, especially when you're doing it on your own property. You don't have a DJ or anything like that. It's not very easy to just be like, okay, yeah, let's have this dance and this dance and this dance, or you have a speech and you have a speech, because like you don't have an MC, right? And I don't want to ask my guests to be the MC, so it was just a lot more simpler to just not have that, and also way less stress. Pretty much the whole goal of the whole event was to keep it as low stress, minimal, relaxed as possible, because this is our home. We have our animals here. Also on top of that, I'm pregnant. You know, we have all this family here. We don't want all this like big fancy dancy things. But it was absolutely perfect. It was literally couldn't ask for anything better. The photographer did a fantastic, phenomenal job. I will leave her links down in the comments below if you are in Canada. If you're in Ontario and you're looking for a photographer, I know she travels a little bit, so yeah, she's fantastic. And the food, oh my god, we had a local restaurant just from like 10-15 minutes away. They did our catering. They did a personalized menu of what Nem and I picked. We had picked it back in like February, and it was like fantastic. Portions were huge, very, very generous. The food was delicious. Everyone was full. Dessert was amazing. We also had charcuterie boards. Yeah, it was great. We couldn't have asked for anything more. Literally, the day before, the two days before the wedding and the day of the wedding, like people, when I say people, mostly family. Let me just tell Zeus we're here. Zeusy, we're right here. I'm right here. Just give me 1 minute. Okay? Here. You can be in the back of the video. Yeah, so the day of the wedding, and the 2 days prior, like, our family, go say hi to Zeus. Our family really pulled together to get everything done. Like, we were weeding, we were pulling stuff out of the garden, we were all mowing. I was on the ride-on. There was people pushing the pushing lawnmower. We had the weed whacker going. Everything got cut and pruned and all cleaned up nice. Flowers were trimmed and cut for vases and jars. Gardens were weeded, mowed, and picked. Like, literally could not have asked for anything else, and like, our family really, really came through for us. We were very, very fortunate to have the beautiful, the loving family that we do, and that we both married into, essentially. So we're both very, very grateful, because we couldn't have done it without them at all. It really made the event special too, because I can say that, you know, my uncles were up on ladders, and my, at that time, soon-to-be husband was up on the roof hanging up all these pretty string lights behind me, and it was like so special. My now like father-in-law was fixing literally everything under, like, literally everything and anything. Mother-in-law was helping me with all the final touches of like decorations, flowers, wedding favors, you name it. She was on it, as well as making sure that everyone was fed and had eaten, which is definitely needed when everyone is so busy doing their own things and you need to eat. But we are so grateful for our family, for sure. Just making up all the food, the horses' food. I already did this morning to get some celery, and then they're also gonna get some carrots, so I'll put that there. The goats have their grain. Gonna give them some of those carrots, and also some celery. The pigs have their 2 scrap buckets, so Boris gets one, and then the other pigs get one for themselves. This one's always filled up for the 2, and then this one is about just over halfway for Boris. And then these are the 2 pig feeds. I gotta go soak them now. But yeah, it's like the feed cart, the food cart. I'm not technically supposed to lift anything, so this makes doing these heavier jobs a lot easier. So instead of lifting or anything, the bucket's already in there. I add things to them slowly and then fill them up with water, and then I don't do the lifting of the buckets out of here. Nem does that when he gets home. Watch out! But yeah, we kind of like have changed our duties a little bit, like our jobs on the farm. I still take care of the animals for the most part. But essentially the doctor tells you to like not do any heavy lifting or anything extremely strenuous. You can still do like hay and water, making feed, bringing horses in and out, that kind of stuff. But yeah, so you just wheel it to about here, get the hose and fill up the buckets. Watch out, man. Oh yeah, for the reception, we had all these like pretty string lights that you can see right here. I'll include a clip from of them at night because they're really pretty at night. But we also had those lawn games there that people had fun with. We had another one set up over here that we had to take down because we didn't want Zeus to chew it. And yeah, just everything turned out really pretty, and it was the perfect venue for sure. It's definitely starting to get a little hotter out right now, so I'm gonna get myself inside and get something to eat. But I do want to show you guys some of the beautiful pictures that we got from our special day. And of course, I'm gonna give you guys a belly shot of this little one. Let me just set up the camera so you guys can see. So, belly's popped. This little one has popped out for our special day. We will be talking a little bit more about this pregnancy in the next video. Again, I'm not giving a whole bunch of details about it, but yeah, we're doing very good. Both very healthy, very active, and measuring just on point. So we're both really happy. Nem's really excited. I'm really excited. And the due date for this little one is coming up January 2nd. So maybe we'll have a New Year's baby. I definitely think that I need to start taking more pictures because this pregnancy is definitely flying by. But yeah, I'm gonna include some of our wedding photos from the day of, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.
Smile upon your face, and I see something shimmering in your eyes. And they say if you want to glimpse the future, you need space. And you said you'll put down your morning guns. Would you follow me to wander? Take my hand and walk beside